good, precisely noon. Today I'm going to be reading Jubilee Gem, a bedtime story. It's a salty-ass Facebook post. Also, I'd like to mention that we have a mutual friend on Facebook. So, hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Taylor. Okay, let's get to this Facebook post. Background story on this girl I went to high school with. So, let's call her Jane. We're in year 10 and Jane starts dating this guy. She always tries to make a competition between us. You see, I never dated in high school, but she always made comments like, I've had 3 boyfriends this year. Why haven't you had any? And so on, which is petty. One day she came to school, skipping and jumping, and runs to tell me that her boyfriend proposed to her just that morning. Now, I don't know how to read. This was a crazy story. Her boyfriend at the time was her best friend's ex. And as we know, as soon as you fuck somebody, or even just like them a lot and hold hands, you officially lay claim to them, and nobody else is allowed to be with them ever. Jane has been dating, let's call him Alex, for only 1 month, and they are both 16. It was whack. However, in Jane's competitive nature, she was determined to be the first in our level to get married. At school, she paraded around the ring on her necklace. Now this ring, it was the type to leave crusty green stains on your finger. It was tacky. Every lunch, she would plan her wedding to Alex and would go so far as to where she asked me to be the bridesmaid. That's Stan. Now I said yes, just because I knew that this was a train wreck in the making, and the wedding was unlikely to go ahead. Jane's intentions to have me as a bridesmaid felt as if she wanted to rub it in my face that she was getting married. Her wedding plans, however, were a nightmare. Her favorite color was purple, she was going through an emo phase, and was really into dark and gloomy things. As she was 16, Jane planned to have an adult relative purchase alcohol for everyone to do a shot. We didn't drink, so it would be easy for us to become intoxicated. Jane, being a teen into heavy metal bands, she wanted to show that through her wedding, literally planning some Hot Topic shit fairy tale wedding. It got to an extreme point where she even planned to hire her favorite rock band from back in America. We live in Australia. Whack! A month later, and Alex dumped Jane. A part of me even questioned if Alex was real, because I had never met him, and his Facebook profile at the time was very suspicious. Only Jane and her best friend, as we remember, his ex, at the time knew him. Anyways, Jane's parents moved states. I didn't know that Australia had states, which meant she had to leave. I never stayed in contact with her until a year after graduating high school. It was at a friend's birthday, and he came up to me to say, "Hey, did you know that Jane's engaged again?" Obviously, I didn't. My next response was, "She's engaged? To who? Since when? Tell me more." The drama of her new relationship was more than I imagined, but it didn't surprise me because Jane really was a drama magnet in high school. Jane was 20, working at a theater company, and had fallen for her 34-year-old manager. I thought it was a tame relationship, having started like this. He had just gotten damned. I think she meant damned? A damned relationship. He had just gotten out of a relationship and was going through courts with his ex due to the custody of his 5-year-old son. I was shocked, but it was a very Jane thing to do. Anyways, Jane sent out multiple invitations to old friends in our hometown. I promised to go as a +1 with the friend that told me. He knew it would be an unforgettable wedding and wanted me to come, but due to circumstances, we decided to stay home and wait for the images to appear on Facebook. The photos were uploaded, and boy, Doc Martens under her dress, a tinsel-covered looking cake, vodka shots at the reception. That sounds like a fucking blast, man. The color purple on almost everything? I thought the wedding she had planned in year 10 was wild, but this wedding, her actual wedding, was so similar to what she had planned in year 10, and it was just as trashy. Jane did make her dream come true, though. She was the first to get married out of all of the students in our level. The end. I really hope that you sleep well tonight, Jubilee Gem. I'm sorry, I have no memory whatsoever. Jubilee Gem. Thank you for giving me the honor of reading you a bedtime story. Sleep well.